You're watching the Big 12 on ESPN. Today from Getterman Stadium in Waco, Texas, it's senior day as the Baylor Bears host the BYU Cougars. BYU, the pitch by Walker, shows bunt, and it's a nice one. Faith Piper has it. She will throw to first base, pylon covering BYU. Here now is Kayleigh Kamoku. Fly ball left field, rather routine. Carrington Dawson takes that, and that is the inning. Hot grounder to third, glove by Piper, well played at third base. Back to the circle. Ross has it on to Govan, and that is the inning.
But you're never going to see them at the top of the home run list.
Here's Brittingham, first pitch swinging to second for one, back to first, not in time. Well played by Pylon there to get the ball and avoid Morrow running past her. Sadie Ross delivers. Right back to her. She dropped it, picks it up. Wow, that was self-preservation as much as anything there. But Ross had the presence of mind to reach down, pick the ball up, and throw her out at first base. Third, Brittingham at second. But two down, grounder to short, Tovin to first, and that is the inning. Season. This is grounded past second base into center field. So back-to-back singles for the Bears here in the third. And they've got a base runner at first with two outs in the third inning, and Brooklyn Carter coming to the plate.
Host regionals that year a little while later, so it wasn't the last game I was able to play.
That's a fair ball. Over the head of the drawn-in infield, down the left field line, and she's out at third base. Carrington Dawson, the throw to Piper. That'll retire. Townsend's trying to stretch it to third base. Jada Villegas, the pitch. Swinging bunt. Villegas fields, spins, throw. Nobody's covering third base. So out at first base is Coleman, but heads up, base running by Rowett. She rounded second. Kelly, you saw it first. Nobody was covering third.
Nope.
Jada Villegas gets the sign and delivers. This is hit past first into right field. One run will score. Here comes Dawson. She will score. It's a two-run single off the bat of Abby Flores that ties the game at 2 in the fourth inning with BYU. On Thursday, BYU won last night. Here's a shot into right field. That's a base hit for Amber Tovin. Bears have tied the game with a two-run fourth inning, looking for more. 2-2 game. Loops this one fair down the left field line. Getting to it quickly is the left fielder, Agbayani, getting it back in quickly, so they'll hold Lindsay at third base. But Baylor has the bases loaded. That is 4 singles in a row for the Bears. The bases are loaded with one out for Faith Piper. BYU has regained the lead. Sadie Ross delivers. Called strike 3. Milkowski goes down looking. That is a big strikeout for out number 2. Leading off for Baylor is Brooklyn Carter in the fifth inning. And she places that one perfectly between third and short into left field. 2-2 count. Korth delivers. This one looped into right center field. That will fall in. Rounding second, headed for third. Diving in safely is Brooklyn Carter. Now they've got Govan. And she goes on to second. The throw to third. And Carter is back safely. That was designed to try to get her in a rundown and maybe get Carter home, but works out that Govan ends up at second base, and Baylor has 2 in scoring position. Potential tying run at third base. Swings a single into center field. Carter will touch the pay station. Throw gets away, but it's backed up. Coleman moves on to second base. Govan is at third, but Baylor has tied it on the RBI single by Taria Coleman. It's a 3-3 game in the fifth inning. Pitch up the middle. That's a base hit. Govan will score. Coleman will be held at third. There's Dawson again, halfway to second base. She'll retreat to the bag, but Baylor regains the lead by Villegas. Back to the circle. Runners coming home. The throw there. They've got Coleman hung up. Runner back to the bag. And she gets back safely. Did she go out of the base paths? I don't think she did. Oh, they're going to give her third base. She's going to be alive at third, and that will load the bases. This one passed to drawn in infield into right field. Coleman scores. Coming around is Carrington Dawson. She will score. A two-run single off the bat of Amber Tobin, and the Bears go up 6-3 on BYU. That is their fifth hit of the inning to take the lead. Pitch back to the circle. Mares bobbles it. She's not going to have a play. That should be an error, would be the first of the day. We'll wait and see, but Baylor has loaded the bases again with nobody out here in the fifth inning.
Oh.
So on the jerseys for BYU today, grounder to third, backhanded by Piper to second for one, on to first, a double play.
But it does the ooh more than the OU.
Taria Coleman, it's off the glove of Kamoku at third base. Bounces to the shortstop, but Coleman is safe at first base. That was a rocket off the bat of Taria Coleman.
Need that up and down production in the lineup.
So grounded glove by the diving Mansfield. She'll get the play at first base, but that'll allow Coleman to score from third on the infield ground out. And the Bears up their lead to 8-3 over BYU here in the sixth inning. Home crowd urging on Lily Walker and the Bears. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swinging strike three on the off speed. Grounded to short. Tobin to first. And that's the ball game. And Baylor wins over BYU and takes the series 2-1 over the Cougars. 8-5 the final on Senior Day.